don't know if you guys have heard of the 4B movement. And the 4B movement originated in Korea specifically because of this, what they view as like Korean toxic masculinity. So the 4B is women in Korea are withholding sex, marriage, relationships, and babies, right?
No sex with men.
Yeah, no giving birth, no dating, no marriage.
That's what's happening in Korea right now?
Yeah, because apparently there's still a very high rate of like femicide and like a lot of sexual assault, a lot of like overpowering, like just general crimes against like partners, even like wives and whatnot. So
I think that should be applied to every society.
so it's picking up like kind of steam like everywhere.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting that it originated in Korea because of like when I think about like your mom and like your dad and stuff, and not to say that didn't happen in my own family, it certainly did in the Philippines. But like, you know, like it's traumatizing even for like the children and
I
stuff.
can only imagine. Yeah.
That's why the birth rate in Korea is like
dropping, right?
dropping.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
How about America? Is it dropping or is it?
I think we just have too many ethnicities that just love to.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, we won't name those ethnicities, okay?
But we know.
Mexicans. Oh, we won't name them now, but yeah, I like those that 4Bs because even being a single guy, I love the fact that like you go on some dates like 10 times with somebody, right? You may make out and stuff, but they hold out. I like that. Mm-hmm. I like when they respect. You know what I mean? Because that means they hold out for other dudes too, probably. Maybe or no? You think they're going hog wild out there?
Yeah.
Oh, they're only holding out for me.
You.
Fuck the 4B.
4B for Bobby.
Yeah, 4B for Bobby.
Hey, is it hard to date
It is.
at 52? How are you
Well, I mean,
dating?
Don't,
Or
say
is
that.
it?
Don't say that.
No, I'm serious. I'm curious.
For me, I'm
Is-
fine.
Huh?
Yeah. Is it hard? It's very hard. So how long? When's the last time you were single?
30 years ago?
Oh,
29 years ago?
God, song. It's crazy out there, bro. Oh my.
How do you
God.
date?
I barely, dude. It's so hard. Well, I'll tell you how I do
Is it online dating or is it?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
There's 3 ways I do it. Okay. The number one way is old school, the wild. You go hunting. That's a terrible word to use. You do it out there in the wild.
Yeah.
Where you meet somebody.
You look for real life talent.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, talent.
Yeah, well, not an agent.
Well,
She's look at those tits. She's talented. No, I don't do that. But I like after because I do shows every night.
Yeah.
So after a show, sometimes I'll meet. So I'll do it that way. Number one, but that's hitting. I think that's less in terms of it working for me.
is it more interesting though, or do you get more excited when you do meet them in the wild versus just like
It is, but it always doesn't turn out well. I think.
okay?
The wild. The best way I've been. It's direct messages really.
And Instagram.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
And you wait for them to message you first.
Yeah, I've never looked at a hot girl's profile and went, oh, here's a message from.
Oh, you've never shot your shot like just cold.
You know what I realized, and this is something that's true. I'm in a position where because nobody that I like ever likes me back. I'm sure George understands.
He's happily married.
I know, but he understand. You understand what I'm saying, right? Yeah. We're the same type, I think, in many ways. Right. So what we have to do is whoever's interested, those are the choice. The people that like me, then I have to that's the group, and I have to go. Oh, she's the best one that likes me, or whatever. I can't go that girl, because that girl will never like me.
How do you know? That's very
I've tried.
Defeated.
I've tried. I've been out there, man, in the wild.
Well, ask
Yeah,
her young.
George knows what I'm saying, right?
So are these women all kind of fans? Or are they like,
Oh
do
God,
they,
I
do
don't
they
know
know,
you're saying that.
do they know like who
Yeah. I
Bobby
mean,
Lee is?
at the end of the day,
Or-
I'll tell you. I'll see. Yes, and I'll tell you why. Can I tell you why?
yeah.
Is if somebody sees me and they think I'm cute, and then they Google me, I don't know if that's the best way You know what I mean? To meet somebody. I think somebody needs to understand what my style of comedy is, who I am as a person, all these things, right? Because if you're a lay person and you're like Googling Bobby Lee, it's odd. You know, I've done a variety of weird jobs, different things, you know what I mean? I don't know.
But there's some really decent people out there who know that the internet is right at your fingertips and who won't just immediately Google you and who want to get to know you like on a real basis, I think. I think you're limiting your pool by just going with fans.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Okay? This is one example. I don't like putting this out there anyway.
That's okay. We don't have to.
Yeah. But we can say this. Let's
Yeah.
just say this, okay? It's hard out there. Because at the end of the day, what you have is what we all want. Real love. Not just the physical. What?
Sorry, what?
I'm talking to him.
I know. I was listening.
No, you weren't.
What did I do?
You looked at these guys in a sigh.
Oh, sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
know I
We
did
had
that.
real love.
We did.
Yeah.
That's why I sighed.
Yeah. But I mean, I would, to find that, right, is very difficult.
So why'd you let it go?
I knew that was coming.
Shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Let's
To
talk about
find
that Portland guy.
To keep it,
Leo.
Where's
Did you
Leo?
hear that? To find it is to keep it, Bobby.
keep it is hard. Find it.
Keep it.
Keeping it, dude. That's it. Keeping is hard, and also I want to say, I think that she was the first real relationship I was in terms of like deep in that way. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think if I had to change certain things, I would, and I didn't.
But me too, by the way.
By her too.
Me too.
Oh,
like,
definitely
There were
you too.
a lot of things like I could have changed. And him and I, we just never fought, and that was a mistake. We didn't know how to like address hard feelings or hard situations, and we would always just play and like giggle, and then be like, okay, fine, everything's fine, and everything was not.
No boundaries.
No
No, we don't like confrontation. Her and I.
Yeah.
Right. So we never got. You know what I mean? We let it build.
It was only in the last 2 years of like, oh, we need like couples counseling
Yeah.
that we were like, oh, we have issues we've never talked about.
Yeah, and also our fights then became really
intense.
explosive. You
Because
know
we
what I
just
mean?
holding it
We
in.
held it in for so many
Which is Asian
years.
style.
Asian style.
Yeah.
And it became like, pounding and, that kind of yelling, you know what I mean? And that's not the way. So now, I'm mindful about it. And if I ever meet somebody, you know what I mean, then I think, then I'm going to just kind of do it differently. You
Yeah.
know?
That's
So,
beautiful.
30 years
You're
is
beautiful.
incredible, though.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Those are goals.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She put up with a lot. She puts up with a lot.
I don't know. I think you're pretty, I don't know.
No, it's
You're
hard to
moody?
it's hard to be married to me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're only seeing a little bit of what you really are.
Yeah, you only see. I mean, everyone has their mask, right? You put on your social mask.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you-
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, everything's put together, and then you go home, and everything starts to fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Let's take our masks off. Let's just be real with each other.